For my midday snack, I've got some Midwest potato salad and vitamin water. My plant babies are doing so well. For lunch here I got a non-toasted BLT bacon, lettuce, tomato, bacon on the side, Midwest potato salad, mixed vegetables, blue raspberry prime water. Holla. So at the end of the day, after I ate, had a shower, all the good things, the very, very end of the day, very last minute, I decided I should do a roller set. So this is me preparing my hair, parting it out, combing it out, getting the products in there. And then I'm going to be using sponge rollers in my hair. I didn't even film the whole process, and I cut a lot of the footage out afterwards too. And there's still a lot of footage of me doing my hair here. So yeah, the foam rollers took quite a while. I could probably do a whole video and a half on that process alone. That's how long it took. And this footage that you're watching is sped up. So this took me quite a while to do. And hopefully the results are well worth it. I am by no means a professional. I just used my wet brush, a pick, some mousse, some leave-in conditioner, and some pomade, and rolled those suckers up the best way I could find to do so. I'd really like to find a book or something. Like, you know how back in the day they had books for different hairstyles and it would like show you what roller set to do for the hairstyle? If anyone out there knows where I could find a book like that, totally let me know. Definitely send me the link, send me something, the information, hook me up. Because I would love to like follow real hair tutorials for the roller sets. I just don't know where the heck to find those diagrams these days. Also, I know the angles in this video are not really the best. I do provide a couple different angles, but they're not really the greatest angles you could probably do for a video like this. I have not set up my vanity yet, but that is in the works, and I may even do a video on setting up my vanity. I don't know. We'll see. But for the time being, this is what I got to work with. And I'm sorry that the angles are not the greatest. At least you can see what I'm doing, like, with the products, though. Like, right now I'm putting pomade in my bangs. I only did it at the ends, though. I didn't go all the way up, because I wasn't sure if I was doing too much or not. And I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, so... So before I put the curler in the roller, I try to measure the length of the curler against the amount of hair I have to make sure that the hair will fit in the curler. And then for my bangs, I just rolled it under, and I'm pretty sure that's what I did for most of the back too, was rolled it under. Mind you, when we get to the footage where you can see the back of my head, you can see the back of my head. I could not see the back of my head. Just keep that in mind. Also, to all you like beauty gurus, hairstylists out there who like have a decent length nail on you and you just like go to work and do hair and stuff all day with those long nails, kudos to you, because this was such a pain in the booty for me to do. The one benefit of having nails during this was it was easier for me to scoop my pomade out because I just used the top of my nail, like the top part you can see, to scoop it out, not underneath, because I didn't want it to get like skunky under there. But other than that, it was kind of a pain in the booty to work around my nails. I don't know what was going on with this one section of bang here, but like, it would not for the life of me curl. It was such a pain in the butt. I could not get it to curl. It was driving me nuts. I don't know. What I do know about like roller sets, like I said, I'm not a professional, but it's supposed to be like damp hair, not soaking wet. Just, you know, like decently damp. Pomade is supposed to help the curls stay better, and then when you take them out, you're supposed to brush them out and then like tease them and stuff. I'm probably gonna look up a tutorial for how to brush it out, not gonna lie. And we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out good, but it was definitely not the easiest process. Maybe with like a little bit more practice or like an actual diagram to follow, it would have been easier. But this took way longer than I expected. I thought it was going to be like a 15-minute thing, and it was like a 30-minute thing, and I was not
Also,
excited.
from what I understand, the texture of your hair will also play a factor in determining like the outcome of your roller set. So I have somewhere between straight and wavy hair. So this should hopefully curl my hair, but it might just make it smoother. If you have like really curly hair, this can help you define your curls. If you have frizzy hair, it can help you smooth your curls. You just have to look into the texture of your hair and if you have any curl or not. And like what products work best for your hair. And you may even want to look up a tutorial specific to your hair type, just to be sure that you're like on.
And I'm
par
pretty
with
sure
everything.
this is the section of hair that gave me like some of the most trouble. So you're about to see me get very frustrated and flustered here in a minute. But this is just the first row. Just the first row.
You let me build up my feelings. You shatter them quickly, I let you. It's easier than fighting, but I know I give you everything I am. You throw it away like it's nothing. It's easier than fighting, but I know you're so inside the agony. Stop for a second, breathe. I'd turn it all around if I could, but I know it's not enough. I've been trying to reach you, baby. I lose my mind. You've been kinda see-through lately, but you're good for me. Cause every time you hurt me, I go na-na, oh na-na. Tell me to leave you, I say na-na, no not now. I've been trying to reach you, baby, to understand you better, baby, tonight. You're struggling to see what I'm doing. Did I take a bullet for you? It's easier to let go, but I won't. I need you here, need you right now. You throw it away like it's nothing. It's easier to let go, but I won't. You're so inside the agony. Stop for a second, breathe. I'll turn it all around if I could, but I know it's not enough. I've been trying to reach you, baby. I lose my mind. You've been kinda see-through lately.
Like I said, this was a very, very, very long process. I do end up shutting the camera off here in a minute because I realize it's taking such a long time and I don't want to like kill my battery on my phone. But yes, taking a long time. This is me looking at how much hair I still have left, and even though it's not very long, it is fairly thick. Also, do you like my very bougie matching cutesy pajama set? So fetch. My hair kept like drying out on me during this process, so I had to keep like spritzing it. Also, yeah, Coca-Cola, cherry Coca-Cola to keep that caffeine in me because it was nearing like 2 o'clock in the morning by this point, and I was like, good God, I just want to go to bed.
You're good for me, 'cause every time you hurt me, I go na-na, oh na-na. Tell me to leave you, I say na-na, no, not now. Go on, let me, I say na-na, oh na-na. Tell me to leave you, I say na-na, no, not now. I've been trying to reach you, baby, to understand you better, baby, tonight.
My arms were not actually moving that fast. This is sped up footage. Another thing that I started doing to try and keep more moisture in my hair was spritzing the sponge roller just a little bit, not to get it like soaking wet, and then squeezing it just lightly so that it didn't have too much moisture in there, but just enough to kind of help keep the moisture in there because I don't want them to be soaking wet the next morning, you know what I mean? And boom. Flash forward, we are like halfway through the hair. Remember how I said I couldn't see the back of my head, but you guys can see the back of my head? Yeah. Just keep that in mind because you want clean lines usually when you're doing these roller sets, and I don't exactly have clean lines happening back there. It's a lot easier to do something like this on someone else's head, I feel like. That is kind of how I learned how to do this, was on someone else's head. So maybe that's why I feel that way. But yeah, it's a lot easier to see and to keep everything clean and even on someone else's head than it is to do on your own head. So if you're able to do this on your own head perfectly with perfectly clean lines and all that jazz, kudos to you. You're the greatest of all time. Good job. Gold star. Also, the rollers I got are not that fancy, not that expensive. I got them from Dollar General for like $5.
You let me build up my feelings. You shatter them quickly, I let you. It's easier to fight them, but I know I give you everything I am. You throw it away like it's nothing. It's easier to fight them, but I know you're so inside the agony. Stop for a second, breathe. I'll turn it all around if I could, but I know it's not enough. I've been trying to reach you, baby. I lose my mind. You've been kinda see-through lately. You're good for me, 'cause every time you hurt me, I go na-na, oh na-na. Tell me to leave you, I say na-na, no, not now. I've been trying to reach you, baby, to understand you better, baby, tonight. You're struggling to see what I'm doing. Did I take a bullet for you? It's easy, gotta let go, but I won't. I need you here, need you right now. You throw it away like it's nothing. It's easy, gotta let go, but I won't.
I promise we're almost done. I swear. I know, it's taking forever. We want to give up. We're almost there. We didn't put in all this work not to finish, so we're gonna finish. We're almost there, I swear. At this point, I'm like seriously ready to give up though. Like, I'm halfway through my head and I'm just like, I want to go to bed. I don't even care about this anymore. I don't even care what it looks like in the morning. I'll just leave it like this. But I do end up finishing it. And yeah, I definitely regretted it the next day. I definitely overslept the next day because this ended up taking way longer than I thought it would, and I should have started like way sooner than I did. But you live and you learn. Here's me falling completely out of frame because I'm just getting frustrated. I'm totally over the process at this point, and I kind of forgot I was filming because I was like, oh my god, I just need to get through this last giant thick section of hair and then I can go to sleep. I also had to start doing sections thicker than what I really wanted to do them, because I started running out of rollers. Oh my god, everything like started to go wrong at this point, and I was like really, really starting to feel overwhelmed. For sure, for sure. I see why hairstylists make so much money. Guys, just watch me struggle. And then, like, some of these rollers didn't even have the clip in there like they were supposed to. It was just a mess. Just a mess. If any of you are still here at this point, you're a real freaking trooper, because I would definitely be surprised. This is taking so long. Could you imagine if I did a full video on this? It would be like the most boring process in the world, because it took me like 30 minutes or longer to do this. And I went to bed early AF in the morning because this took so long. And I'm like almost to the last row, but I still haven't even made it to the last row yet. Like, how ridiculous is that? If any of you have been here for a while and are noticing that I'm dropping a lot more content all of a sudden, you are very astute. Very good observation. That is true. I am dropping a lot more content all of a sudden, because I realize I don't have very many full-length videos on my channel, and I would definitely like to change that. So I have given myself a goal of 30 videos in 30 days. So that's one video a day at least, to try and up the amount of full-length videos I have. And then I also have the goal for those videos to be a maximum of 10 minutes, because I feel like that's something I can manage as a 10-minute video. This one is turning into a 30-minute video, so I hope you appreciate the extra effort here.
For anyone who's new, I'm doing a lot of things at once here. The channel is just one thing that I'm doing. If you'd like to keep up with me, you can subscribe to this channel. You can follow me on Instagram or on Facebook at Victoria Stone. I definitely love to see you guys comment something that you liked or would like to see from me. Thank you and goodbye.